my god, my baby hairs are actually wild. I could make a fringe with that, could I not? Are they even baby hairs, or is my hair just snapping off at the top? So I'm gonna pop a headband on. Hello, I've decided that today I'm just gonna film like an egg, a little chatty get ready with me sort of thing, because I've got quite a few questions. I put an Instagram story on, I think like a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks now, saying that I'm really liking what I do with my skin on the rare occasion that I do wear makeup at the moment, and people said they want to see what I use, so I'm going to show you. I'm not a makeup artist, I don't have very good technique, so I'm not going to bother boring you with that. I'm just going to chat about stuff, chat about life whilst I do my makeup. Sorry if you can hear the news in the background. I need to stop watching it so much, but I just can't help it. I've already moisturised using the Kiehl's moisturiser, and then I put this Pixi highlighter thing, and it's really shiny, and I put it like on my cheeks and over my forehead. I really like my skin to look like skin. I've asked on Instagram before, like, oh, can anyone recommend some like makeup artists local to me? Don't get me wrong, I completely agree with the fact that makeup is a art form, so there are no rules. Like, of course you can do what you want with your makeup. One second, I need to get a mirror. But the typical Instagram makeup, to me, not my kind of makeup. I like my skin to look like skin. I do not like to feel like I've got a lot of makeup on, especially day to day. I don't wear makeup day to day, but if I'm just like in the mood to do my makeup and I'm not really doing much, this is what I use. So I then use the Ordinary Serum Foundation. Now this is in the shade 2.1p medium. It's a bit dark for me at the moment because this is, whoa, it's just gone everywhere. Actually, it's not too bad because it kind of matches up to my arm, which is the same as my neck. But as you can see, I literally use a tiny amount. Maybe like half a pump. So this is really unprofessional. This is what I mean by I'm not a makeup artist. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know why I've just done that, because that's not what I do. And then I literally just put little dots on my face. I barely use any, really, and it's a really light foundation anyway. Even if you do use a full pump, it's still, oh god, it's still incredibly natural. So yeah, I literally use that amount of foundation. To some people that's like pointless, but to me it adds a little bit of colour to my skin, makes me look a bit more alive, and yeah. But uni is actually cancelled for me now. I have finished second year. Not the best way to end it. There's still a lot of uncertainty. So I do a business course, but yeah, they've basically decided that they still want to assess us. They just need to work out how to do that without doing in-person exams. So all my exams are cancelled. I don't know how I'm getting assessed, and it's quite stressful, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm conscious of, you know, talking about like the stress of not knowing what's going on with uni, because I'm aware that people are literally in much worse positions at the moment and experiencing much worse side effects of what's going on. So I don't want to dwell on it too much, but yeah, it's very uncertain times. The gym's officially closed on Friday, I think it was. It was Thursday when Boris said, I want you to close tonight and don't open until further notice to like gyms, pubs, clubs, all that sort of stuff. So when I do my eyebrows, sorry, just to keep you in the loop, I brush all the hairs up before I fill it in, so I can get like a line of shadow underneath there. I use the MAC Espresso matte shadow. I used to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, but I've just gone right off it at the moment, and I use this with a MAC 266 brush. This is so old, it keeps on falling off. Obviously it's not ideal. I love going to the gym, and for me it's a bit of a social thing as well, especially when I'm at uni, because I'm quite friendly. Well, I don't know why I'm saying quite. I am friendly with most of the people that work there. So the gym, when I'm at uni, is kind of a social thing as well. Hi, back again. Sorry, my memory card was running out. So what I was saying was, I use the 266 brush. I go underneath my eyebrows. and that's literally like all I really do. With what's left on the brush, I kind of like flick it through the rest of my eyebrow, but I like my eyebrows looking really like quite natural, so I don't even, I used to do a line on the bottom and a line on the top, and now I just do a line on the bottom to keep it crisp, and then I just kind of flick the rest of the product through my eyebrow. And as you can see, it's not like perfect, and then I just take a little spoolie brush and rub it through my eyebrow. Bang, so that's both my eyebrows done. They're never like really even, but eyebrows are sisters, not twins. I then use a brow gel and I just brush all my hairs like I did before I put the product through them. I just brush them all upwards. So yeah, as I was saying about the gym, they're all closed now, so obviously everyone is either just taking some time off or training from home. I have got a Google form for home plans. They are half the price of the gym one-off plans that I do, because I wanted to make sure they were really affordable for people. I spent the whole of yesterday putting together an additional document, which originally was meant to just be for my online clients and people who have bought home programs from me, but I decided that it's quite useful information even if you're not working with me and you are coming up with your own home workout plans. It's not a home workout guide as in it's got workouts and stuff in it. It's guidance on working out at home, things you need to consider to basically get the most out of your workouts. That's completely free of charge, so if anyone wants a copy of that, email me and I'll get it across to you. I just want to help as many people as possible. But yes, I will be training from home for the foreseeable future. So what I do for under eyes is I use this Fenty Beauty matchstix in the shade Peach, and it's like a really orangey colour, so I like to put it under my eye because I think it really helps to just brighten it. Sorry, my eye looks really bad right now. I just think it helps to brighten it. Watch, you won't even be able to tell any difference on camera, but I just do that, and I literally use a tiny amount and I rub that in with my finger so that it blends into my skin better because it warms the product up a bit. So yeah, I'm working from home. I've always worked from home. So yeah, I'm working out from home now, doing some home workouts. If people, I'm obviously gonna start posting some on here and Instagram, so if there's anything in particular you want to see, let me know. Also let me know what equipment you've got. I've actually spent a pretty penny. As soon as they announced on Thursday that the gyms were going to have to close, I was like, right, I'm actually going to get some, this is my opportunity to get some home equipment, which I've always wanted to do, but I could never justify it before because it's really expensive. Like for 2 Olympic plates, you're looking at, depending on the weight, anything from £50 to like 120. Like the plates are expensive. I've got an Olympic bar, I got 2 5kg plates, 2 20kg plates, 2 25kg plates, and some resistance bands with handles and stuff for upper body stuff. I would say I'll leave everything linked down below, but I'm not gonna lie, most of the stuff is now out of stock. It's literally flown off the shelves since they announced that the gyms were closing, so I'll see if I can find anything similar and link it down below. But it wasn't affordable. I'm not gonna sit here and try and make out like, oh, it was a really affordable home gym. It wasn't. It was expensive. It's, if you want like the proper stuff, like the barbells, the plates, the dumbbells, it is expensive. But you can still do really good body weight and banded workouts. There's just a few little things that you need to make sure you're doing if you are doing that. Which is all included in my little helpful guidance document I've put together. My email will be in the description box for anyone who wants it. So I've just put some Fit Me concealer on under my eye. As you'll have seen, I don't do the typical big fat triangle under my eye. I try to use a tiny amount just to brighten it up under there and blend that in. I like using my fingers for most stuff on my face. So yeah, and then I just take my brush and just re-blend that out. People are probably watching this thinking, oh my god, what is she doing? She's doing everything wrong, but this is just how I do my makeup. So for like a little bit of bronzer slash contour, I use the Fenty Beauty matchsticks in mocha. Fun fact, I actually got all my Fenty Beauty stuff for free. I'm like a massive fan of Rihanna, but like when you know when you're younger and you go through the fan stage and it's like I can be a big fan of someone now, but it's not going to manifest itself in the way that it did when I was younger. Like I used to post like 3 pictures of her on Instagram a day. Like I was really into Rihanna, and I got someone I follow on Twitter put a thing up when they've launched Fenty Beauty saying, oh, does anyone who lives in Leeds and then a couple of other places want to go to the launch at Harvey Nicks? So I messaged him and I was like, oh my god, please. And he got me and my friend in, so me and Millie went to the Fenty Beauty launch and we got a goodie bag, we got some stuff for free, we had breakfast at Harvey Nicks, and then we put our names down on a list to get one of the Fenty Beauty makeup artists to do our makeup. Booked in for an appointment, went for that a few days later, and basically everything that she used on our faces she sent us for free. So I've had this stuff since Fenty Beauty launched, so it's probably out of date, but we're just gonna ignore that. I'm just so stuck on what kind of content to post. Obviously I'm going to be doing some home workout stuff, but from my point of view I think it's quite useful to, with content and stuff, because people will be at home, kind of carry on as normal sort of thing, whilst also remaining sensitive about what's going on in the world. Just because it's a welcome distraction. Like I put a thing on my Instagram mentioning that I was doing this little get ready with me thing, and people seem to like the idea of it, like some normality and just like a little bit of a distraction for people, because I know that a lot of people are feeling incredibly like anxious, stressed, about for themselves or for others, for loved ones. So yeah, let me know what kind of stuff you want to see, because I am going to have quite a lot of time on my hands until uni decide how they want to assess us. What else do I do? So then for highlight I use sometimes I just put the Pixi one on again, but then sometimes if I want a little bit of an extra glow I use the Iconic drops. These are like really old. They smell like nail varnish. I don't know if that's because they've gone out of date or if that's just how they always smell. I've not used them for like a long time, and then I went back to using them about a week or 2 ago, and there's a really weird smell, but it's not done anything bad to my skin. So then I just tap that in with my fingers and it's really glowy. Today is actually my last day in Newcastle for the foreseeable future. I'm hearing everything is going to get closed down properly in the UK this week, although people have been saying that for 2 weeks now.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
So I don't know, but I think Boris is getting to the end of his tether with the British public, to be honest. Guys, please, I beg, stay at home. Like, just stay at home. If you don't need to be out, you don't need to be out. Go for a walk, go for a run, work out outside if you want to, but make sure that there is no one around you. Make sure you're doing things on your own, not putting other people in danger. I was meant to be moving out in June and then moving into a house in Jesmond in July, but depending on how long this goes on for, I really don't know when all that's going to be happening. So I'm actually moving out tomorrow now. I'm leaving some of my stuff here in the hopes that I can come back in June before my tenancy ends and get my kitchen stuff and move out properly and like clean my room and stuff, because it needs doing. But because everything's just been so rushed, I haven't had time. It's honestly like the craziest thing ever. I was basically staying in Newcastle because I was meant to have a dentist appointment this week, but obviously that got cancelled. So I'm going home a bit earlier than planned, which I'm happy about. But I think when I go home I'm going to be basically between my room and the extension at home, just because my dad is 74, I think, 73, 74, and he's very high risk. And if anyone has any advice, please give me it, because my dad is just not listening. Like I said to him the other day, stay inside, and he was like, oh, I want to catch it, I want to become immune. And I'm just, it's stressing me out, because I'm like, if you catch it, this could end terribly. But parents just don't want to listen, do they? Who am I kidding? I hope Boris just puts us all on lockdown now, because people aren't listening to what he's asked us to do, and I just can't. I'm also going to leave an Italy GoFundMe page down below that's for like ventilators and help with intensive care units in Italy, as well as like just some links for places where you can get actual reputable information about the virus, symptoms, what to look out for, government guidance for what people in the UK should be doing and stuff like that. I'll leave that all linked down below, because there's a lot of absolute rubbish going around, especially on social media. I think it's important to make sure you are using reputable sources. Just going in with this RCMA powder. It's really cheap. I've had this for ages, and I just put that around the perimeter of my face to try and stop it from coming off, and then I just dust a little bit under my eyes as well. So then I use the MAC Extended Play Gigablack Lash. Got this in my advent calendar. I don't normally spend a lot of money on mascaras. I've used the collection one, which is like £3 for like years, however long it's been since I started watching Sophia and Shinsia, because they used to use it. But yeah, I got this in my advent calendar and I actually really like it, because before Christmas my friend did me some lash extensions and I basically took them off with olive oil. I sat and rubbed olive oil on my eyes to get them off, and it ended up pulling out a lot of my natural eyelashes. And not to toot my own horn, but my natural eyelashes have always been pretty good. I've never really worn false lashes on nights out. I've never felt the need. I've always just stuck with my natural lashes. But I thought I'd try out extensions. Chloe's amazing at eyelash extensions, by the way. I'll leave her Instagram link down below. She is Newcastle based. Obviously she's not doing appointments and stuff at the moment, I don't think, but hopefully when everything goes back to normal she'll be back working. I literally could not see. I was sat like, oh my god, I've got fat in my eyes. So I rubbed them out with olive oil and it took a lot of my natural lashes out, and I'm not even joking, I look like a bald chicken. But this is one of the mascaras that's actually really helped with making my eyelashes look as good as they used to. They are getting back to normal anyway, but at Christmas time when I got this, they were still pretty bad. But this mascara, godsend, it helped a lot. The MAC lip glass, this is just clear. This is so good, like so good, and it actually stays on quite a while. So if you want a clear gloss, if you're in the market for one, I can recommend this, to be honest. But yeah, my dentist appointment got cancelled. If anyone's had Invisalign, please let me know what your experience is, because that's what I'm meant to be starting. My teeth are not particularly bad. I mean, you can see them. My dentist was going to give me braces when I was younger, and then he didn't, because the NHS just weren't putting in as much money into braces anymore, because obviously it's not, you know, life-saving sort of stuff. So it was only if you had a very severe case. So I didn't end up getting them in the end. So basically the Invisalign is going to sort out the issues that should have been sorted out when I was younger. I've got some overcrowding on the bottom, and on the top I've got some rotations going on. He gave me the worst case scenario price, and I hope it's not the worst case scenario price. My appointment was to get my x-rays and my scans and stuff, so he can tell me how many trays I'm going to need and if it's a worst case scenario or a best case scenario cost wise, and then we're going to go from there. But obviously that's on hold, but that's completely understandable. They have to put the patient safety first, you have to put staff safety first, and it's just not safe or necessary to be doing elective procedures and stuff at the moment, so completely respect that decision. So yeah, that is the completed makeup. I'm going to take you over to my window and show you what it looks like in normal daylight, so that you can see that it's not just the ring light that's making it look like naturally. This is in natural light. As you can see, whoa, it very much still looks like skin. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know if there's any specific kind of content you want to be seeing from me. literally anything. If you want it, I'll try and do it. Videos maybe with my dad, depending on the situation when I get back home. Anything, workouts, home workouts, food, anything like that. If you want it, let me know. I'm going to leave everything I've spoken about linked down below. And yeah, I hope everyone is well. Stay safe, stay indoors, and I'll see you next time. Bye.